These are all persona points. Music imparts. The first age on tiptoes, before we lost our language. The sound of meaningless, meaningful conversation, clitoral, borrowed, giants, Pan's hour, the faunal noon. A contest between the prophecy and history, the portion enclosed, us, confessed inside it, garlanded and waiting, contrasted with Eve. After the age of the people, the chorus listens. The black stone, white, falling. The saints, a zenith, absinthe, for sleep. Dreamy dreary, for sleep. Occasionally the stone's answerer answers. Similar creature to the dragon, to pagodas, murmur marine-like, Merlin, murmur, quiet. The seventh of 7 items of Here Comes Everybody's clothing. Monuments make me cry. His sleeping body, not a museum, but an obelisk. There is a magic that wants to hurt us. The museum's erotics, the rivalry of brothers, the father, the engineer, the patty cakes, palimpsest's full story, where everything broken is housed. Jabez, God, located only in the future. Getting past the thunder word, pushed, not pulled. Sitting down in trains, but the secret is secret of something that we want out of. Our duodrama. 11 signifies renewal. The sound of a branch hitting the window in the bedroom of whatever dreamer is dreaming the dream that is this text. Another Genesis trickery. What came before the beginning is continuing now. Commodity is another curve in the neighborhood of return. If our protagonist is our protagonist, how many arrivals are not a return? Or how we arrive in the center of something. What is not found is found. The pen, the penis, isolated, plate. How Atum created the world I can do it too. Stumbling on what I don't understand, listening to the fire instead. We make what is made in the night, the rainbow on the water. The ridiculous things you whisper in my ear. The unasked, first eaten fruits decay. How we love life. Linguolabial. A contest with swords. I'd rather buy the opposite of land. Where I want to go is that way, but where I'm going is the other. It resembles marsupial, it resembles colors. I'll pretend it's gone bad, and I don't want it, and then I'll steal it. How to imagine nothing, the quiet entrance. I need a dosage of multiplicities, stutters, symbolism, a duality that means both of us, that which is symbolism and the quotidian all at once, the magic that will make you kiss me, siglum for the 28, my returning misery, my favorite tea I never drink anymore. It is war, it is food, it is useless pantomimes, it is the garden as idea, it is the most expendable, it is all over you. Fire, rainbow, duality charm. How the sound takes on other sounds just like how you and I do. Melting into poppies. There will be things that take 100 days. There will be things that take 1,000. I have lists for each. Wars into poems. Remission granted. The temporal punishment excised through sex. Watching sins already forgiven, floating past my second floor window. I'm sure it means death, but I think it means something else. Seeing cannot see itself. In her petticoat, knickers, and wedges. One of the 3 colors laden with your ashes. I want to see your underwear. I want to see you topless. I want you blue. I want you around the neck. What is made of oil is made of candy, is made of life. It's 4 a.m. all day long. Unpaid bliss marks. The house at the intersection. A bite or a kiss, twice. Being left behind versus being placed behind. Willingly, brawn-like, delicious, marsupial, memorial, ice cream roses, Sophia Stay, The number of direct euphemisms for masturbation in Finnegan's Wake is 13. Marble sperm memorial, secreted keys on window panes, negation doesn't exist, the sister of Jesus, thighs is thighs, the inventor of the camera obscura, quitting what I want but don't need, dressed in our genitive layers, petty chimera, deliver us from errors in this famously crossed river, all the feminine icon, number 3, staying behind, refusing. The disfluencies, the harvest, the dance, the hollowed out head. If the birds don't need chairs, why should we? Candlelit means think about it. We always wanted to be a verb, a window for every day of the year, a friend for every day in February. If it's windy, I'll tell you a story. I spotted 50 I Spies. The 3 ravens downtown. Horses lying helplessly on their backs. The wind left out of the story. The Fomorians are stepping on my dawn. Every song a song to the gnarly bird. The perturbances trope. A form of the genitrix cata. A spinning, flying toy. Why upon this blasted heath you stop our way? The letter dug up, throughout the land undulating, bards waiting. Legitimate perfidiality. The speech acts of birds. This death a return and one step deeper. Later in the crash towers. The mirrored beaches of every French film I never finished watching. Snows never. Thunder never was a girl. Answer shower of rain answer. Adorning myself in flashes. What the nymphs cancel is in the river. What you blow blows back. Covering myself in husbands, nebula mists. So much is just taking. So much is just too much, afraid. Buried under what I want to slag. Becoming others' crimes imposed partitions. She jism does hope. I leave the past in your jawbones. The adjective for her. Shadows of teeth in the air reminding. Dialogism. The miserable unmoving and roaring. The lower jawbone of an orangutan deliberately combined with the skull of a human. Pretty things that have no longer vanished. The sheaths of the physical, astral, mental, Buddhic, nirvanic, anupadakic, and attic. Middle French for twisted. The place from which her voice can be heard. Oh God, a peace fugle. Or we can sing around. Under the category of birds are musical instruments. Half of what we are. Birds signifying death, but colorfully. Fate, fairy godmother, paradise, a feather, pinprick landscape, Einstein's thoroughfare, the biographer's island. Seeing what beaks are like by tasting them. Dyadic ubiquity. Cremate them all together. Another form of mass. To steal, to fuck, to become the hermit who seduces, the curate who abuses, the archaic cat, contrasted with laughing. A male deer, a measure of corn, all the sighs. The bird or the rainbow, seeing the sign of the ark. Crucifixion, kiss, kiss. If life ends, when life ends, kiss, kiss. Typography's Satan or transmissional variant. My lines and your lines crisscrossed under the tea stain. True to the forbidden, the lost grammatical tense. Silence after prophecy. Allusion to the orange peel. I'm full of floral organs. The first offense is each next offense. The pleasure of bells, the pleasures of bells. The shipwreck is in the other room. Helen's cell phone ringing. Thank you, guys.